presence in the Iron Jock studio. Hello.
You haven't been here.
Hello.
You haven't been here, obviously, Drew, because you've been on vacation.
Yes.
But it was funny because the dude and I, we were going to a little birthday party, but we weren't going to eat. It was basically just drinks. So we were so hungry. And we're like, oh, let's go to Stenny's because we love us some Stenny's. And we popped in, and who was sitting at the bar?
There you go.
But one Drew Olson.
With my buddy Ari Gold, Agent of the Stars.
How about that?
Indeed. We had a good time.
That was he was eating wings. Your friend was going hard on wings.
Oh, he was crushing, yeah.
Yeah, because it was like, what was it, like dollar wing night or something like that?
It was, I believe so, yes.
Yeah, but it was just very funny that
it was so rando. Yeah, you guys, I mean.
And then like when we went out to Camp Bar before, we saw the two of you there. Like you're just everywhere.
Random run-ins. Yeah. And now we're about to have the mother of all random run-ins, our kind of Milwaukee reunion. Begins Thursday at the Lakefront Summerfest at our lake house, which has now been transformed into a Packers basement. And people need to see it because it actually looks somewhat more presentable than it did in the past when we were there, and it looked like
a serial killer lived
crack
there.
Den, Ted Kaczynski's hovel.
Which kind of fit me better.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah. But speaking of which, I feel like we haven't done a true what we like.
Yeah, stuff we like.
Stuff we like. And I started watching this show, and it's not like serial killer, but it's definitely like dark and twisted. And I know I'm a little bit behind. I watched one episode, and I hate when they do this. You get like the first episode for free, but they don't tell you that. And then they're like, you have to pay for the rest. And I was like, And that happened with Yellow Jackets recently on Showtime. Have you guys watched Yellow Jackets?
I've heard it.
My wife watches it. Yeah, she loves it.
Incredible show. So I watched the one episode. And then it was like, oh, you have to pay for the rest. And I said, absolutely not. I have too many streaming services. I refuse to pay for another one. So I was going to be, Shady McShadester and try to get someone's login. And then I just forgot. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pay for it. I'm going to pay the $10.99 a month. I'm going to get Showtime. And it is worth it. Yellow Jackets on Showtime.
Really?
Highly, highly, highly recommend. It is dark. And it's funny because the dude is not into dark things, but I was watching it in another room, and he walked in and was like, sat down, started watching it. And then he was one of those people that asked like all the questions, and you're watching a show. Yeah. So you're pausing it every 2 seconds. But I was happy to do it I usually am so annoyed by it, KB, but I was so into it that I'm like, I want you to be into it too. Because it's such a good show.
See, I hate that there is someone who I know that we have viewed programs with that I had not seen before, this individual who had not seen before. And so we begin watching it at the exact same time. And then they will start asking questions. Well, why did you do that? I don't know. I didn't write the freaking thing.
Yes.
All right. I'm not the writer.
But I don't know. I totally understand what you're saying, because that frustrates me too. You're like, I'm watching the same show with you for the first time. But this was more just like, okay, wait a second. Because it's a lot of flashbacks. So figuring out what adult woman is the younger version. Do you know what I mean? Because they hop back and forth. So then it's like, oh, this person is this person. It's like Lord of the Flies, but with girls.
See, I knocked off one, and I don't know if there's still episodes because I caught up on it. I think I watched 7 episodes. And it's Kaylee, what's her name? Cuoco.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's on Peacock.
Is it the airplane one?
No.
Oh,
the flight attendant? No, and I read that book. That book was pretty cool.
The first season was pretty cool. I couldn't get into the second season.
I didn't see the second season, but this is another one that she's doing. It's called Based on a True Story.
I think it is on Peacock.
Yes, it is. And there's a guy. The guy is a serial killer.
He's from the Mindy Project.
Is he? I've never really watched that, but this guy is a serial killer, and she figures it out, but he somehow befriends, he was their plumber, but he befriends her husband, who is a former professional tennis player, and they develop this relationship, but she figures out that he's a serial killer.
I want to watch that one. Okay.
Instead of turning him in, they decide to do a true crime podcast.
With him as a serial killer?
With him as a serial killer, talking about why he does everything. So it's like he's telling everything that he did, and then as they get in with this guy, it gets more twisted, and they realize they got in and they can't get out.
So how do they do it that he doesn't?
Well, they disguise
his cover.
They disguise his voice, and then they had like this true crime convention in Las Vegas, and he shows up, and he's like sitting in a seminar about him. And it was just wild.
That's wild. I want to check that out. It looks really good because I only have Peacock because that's where The Office is. So that's why I paid for
Well, which
Peacock.
was
Gotta have it.
Who had was that the tweet that says HBO Max just changed their name to Max. Your move, Peacock.
Yeah.
Pretty good. That was pretty good. Shanna Quinn is here with us. And if you're on YouTube, we are live on YouTube at this moment. So say hello to Shanna Quinn.
Mm.
So have you and the dude been golfing lately? I'm wondering how that's going.
We golfed over the weekend.
He annoyed you by asking questions, which is a breach of, it's like you indulged him though.
Yeah.
What's the dynamic like when you guys go golfing? Because he's into the golf. And that's one thing that I've declared. And thankfully, my wife never had any interest in golfing.
Yeah.
She doesn't like the sun and she doesn't like, but it was
she doesn't like the sun. I have seen your wife and I could see her not liking the sun.
She doesn't like the sun at all. And she has no interest in golfing at all, which is great because if I were to play golf, that's where I would go to get away for 6 hours.
We enjoy golfing together because how it works is this was with myself, him and his dad, because it was Father's Day weekend, and then his stepmom. So obviously her and I would be in a cart together since we tee off from farther up. And she's really good, like probably the best out of the four of us. So she would teach me different things and she loves to teach and she's very into that. So it works out great. I actually think I golfed better overall than him over the weekend. He's been looking a little bit. I love you. He's in a little bit of a rut right now.
Oh boy.
A little bit of a golfing rut.
Yeah.
Happens.
Tee to green or what? Or just putting or the whole thing? Because when the wheels come off for us, it's complete discombobulation.
We did 18 on Saturday. We did 9 on Sunday and my shoulders are still sore.
Oh,
really?
My goodness.
Yeah. But I haven't golfed since last summer. So I've gone to like the range.
How is the dude? Because some people are hyper competitive and when you're with them and you're just chilling, it's great. But then you see them in their element. And if they are hyper competitive and like pissed about a score, trying to post their handicap and stuff, if they're throwing clubs and swearing, that's one of the things I didn't want my wife to see me at that.
That's more his dad. His dad is like a thrower of the club in the air and things that I can't say on the air because I'll get fired. The dude is much more laid back about it, at least when I'm around. Maybe with the guys, he's different, but no, I think he's pretty laid back about it. And he enjoys that I give it a chance. Like he really thinks that that's cool instead of just sitting in the cart and drinking. Like I tee off at every hole. Even when I stink, I'm still going to play. So
my wife is a very good golfer.
Is she?
Well, she could be very good. But she's
a natural swing. She's athletic. She has a natural swing.
But she gets frustrated. But she's a good person to golf with because if she hits 2 bad shots in a row, I'm picking up. Go to the next hole.
Oh, she gives up. Okay.
Oh, yeah. And I don't mind because then it's like, okay, I'll keep playing on this hole. And then she'll get in the cart and drink a beer. And boom, off we go.
The only reason why I keep going is I get a little frustrated too. But I know in my heart of hearts, if I don't keep trying it, I'm just going to keep sucking at it, right? Like I'm so bad at putting, but I'm going to keep doing it so I get better at it.
Okay.
I also played softball growing up, so that's an issue when I'm teeing off. I still have that softball
baseball swing, softball swing.
It's really hard. It's really hard to transition from that. And it's funny because
gotta go talk to Gitter.
Gitter told me that he would give us lessons. So, because the dude and I want to take them together because the dude is like, I need something.
He needs some help. He needs to get in the shop.
Jesus or something. Yeah. So
he needs to get in the shop. That's classic.
Yeah.
All right, Summerfest this week. Are you going to come and hang out with us on Thursday live from the grounds?
I will be at Summerfest on Thursday. I don't know if I'll see you guys because it's Eric Church Day, so I'm going to be kind of all over the place. So if you are going
to get the chief on our show, have him drop by. Bring him in a golf cart.
I wish I could get the chief on my show if I'm going to get him on anyone's show. But I will. I will be at Eric Church. I will try to see you guys. Right, who are you guys going to see on Thursday?
I actually have to leave the grounds after our show and go somewhere. But Friday, Saturday, I'm hard down.
Who are you
watching?
Going? Friday, Zach Brown Band. Saturday, Brett Eldridge is there for country.
Friday, Deer Tick. And Saturday, Elvis Costello.
Elvis Costello will be down there for us.
Okay.
So
Saturday, I will not be there because I have wedding number 5 of the season. Oh, this one's going to be in Egg Harbor, which I've never been to Egg Harbor.
Oh, you'll love it.
I'm really excited. So it's my second time to Door County, and it's ever, and it's my second time in a month.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, pretty excited about
it. Fantastic. All right, so if you see Shanna Quinn and the dude out on the course, just be wary because the dude's got the yips. He's shanking.
Oh my God! And I said that. I asked him. I said, "Do you have the yips?" And he goes, "Oh God, now you said it." And I said, "Oh yeah." So I'm not allowed to ask.
You can say yips. You can't say shank.
I didn't say shank. I said yips. And
nice
he said,
shot, Shankopotamus.
Oh, my poor little bald man. Oh.
I have to golf with you.
Yeah,
I have to golf with you sometime. So
it'll be fine.
You can.
Don't we have golf tournaments with this station?
We could.
Don't we make money off of those or something?
I can teach you how to trash talk.
Okay.
Yeah. It has been documented.
See, my problem is I can't really trash talk because I suck still, but it's fine. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
All right. Shanna
Okay.
Quinn, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
We're getting close to opening the Central Standard Distillery Timeout Sports Lounge. Hunter's going to hit us with some hardcore sports. Keep it right here. Drew and KB.
We always go our separate ways, but no one can love you, baby, the way I do. Keep me in mind.